race, race number 4 here this afternoon, and they're off. Economic Editor and Harjo, the first two to break the line, with Somerville Boy racing along third as they get to the first of their scheduled 18 fences, and they all jump in like that. Somerville Boy racing along in third, 41, and the Eagles Rock towards the back of the field. Making his long run towards fence number 2. Harjo, pink jacket towards the inside, Economic Editor, the two shades of blue. Working now more towards his inner, with Somerville Boy in third. And then with yours, Eagles Rock, last of the 5. Heading towards the ditch, fence number 3, it'll be 3 and 12 on the way round. All jumping safely enough, now they're arranging the run slightly uphill, and going to swing left-handed off into the back stroke, and they'll have faces 4 and 5 awaiting. Setting out to make just about all, Harjo, pink jacket towards the outside of Economic Editor, both jumping soundly, and Somerville Boy racing along in third, and then Eagles Rock and Whatdeawant, the last pair, who may go towards fence number 5, and pretty inseparable, but there's only 5 lengths off the tail. It is bar and welding fabrications mixed open race, 3 miles, and often when they set out and they're coming towards the completion of their first mile. 2 more miles left to cover, and another 13 fences to negotiate. Economic Editor along the inside of Harjo, Somerville Boy still back there, and in the back of the field, Eagles Rock and Whatdeawant heading towards the cross fence. Economic Editor, also poking through on the inside of Harjo. Harjo produced a nice jump towards the outside. By virtue of that jump, has kicked on by around a length and a half from Economic Editor. Somerville Boy obviously travelling along in third. Whatdeawant in the blue and red towards the outside of the blue and grey of the Eagles Rock. Beginning now this long run, left-handed, back towards home. Classic performance in this field, not more so than 2018 Supreme on the Turtle winner, Somerville Boy, rated 56 at the hurdle and feet when winning that 2018 Supreme Novices Hurdle. So start playing quite well when taking out race Ascot Bryan last year. Towards the 8 and the 9, will be taken as the second last of the final fence. Heading over circuit's time. Harjo jumping well towards the outside of Economic Editor. Somerville Boy still down there in third. Whatdeawant to the inside of the cheapie, the grey and blue jacket of Eagles Rock. Towards the judge, and they're about to embark on their final full circuit of the course. A mile and a half left to go, and another 9 fences to negotiate. Today's pace being set by Harjo, the head of affairs, it's like full of change having to be kept up to work Harjo there around the bend. On the descent left-handed towards the point at which they started, heading towards fences 10, 11 and 12 on this section of the course. The improver is Whatdeawant. Whatdeawant has come through from the left to try and join issue at the head of affairs, and a good jump towards the end of the section. Whatdeawant firmly in contention with Harjo on this one towards fence number 11. So Harjo, Whatdeawant, Somerville Boy has never moved from third throughout the first mile and a half of this contest. Economic Editor still travelling well, being shuffled back to fourth, slightly wider on the course, and still Eagles Rock towards the inside at the back, but again, must only 5 or 6 lengths off the leader. It's still Harjo, but Harjo is slightly wider now on the course, and by virtue of that inside, has allowed Whatdeawant to creep even closer towards that lead. But still, Harjo leads them off into that straight, heading towards fences 13 and 14. Harjo again, length and a half clear of Whatdeawant. Somerville Boy races along in third. Somerville Boy can potentially put in his best jump there. There's allowed Eagles Rock up along the inside to creep a little bit closer, and still Economic Editor still down there. So heading towards 5 out. Harjo jumping well still at the head of affairs. left-handed. They're heading towards the last fence that they'll negotiate inside their final 6 furlongs now. Whatdeawant from Harjo, Somerville Boy is still beginning to creep a little bit closer as Eagles Rock, and now for the first time Economic Editor has found himself at the back of the field. Running uphill now towards 4 out, and still Harjo at the head of affairs, jumping soundly still, jumping well again at 4 out of the cross fence. Jumped well from Whatdeawant, and then Somerville Boy to the inside. The Eagles Rock is continuing to travel quite strongly and catching the eye race moving forward, and they're still about 5 or 6 lengths further back, and now finding a weaving Economic Editor. So on this run left-handed back towards home, there's still another 3 fences to jump, and still a half mile to travel, and Harjo is trying to kick on again at the top of the straight. From Whatdeawant to the 2 pieces of the inside, Somerville Boy is now asked for a little bit more from Thomas Easterby, and now beginning to try and creep a little bit closer. Eagles Rock in the hands of John Dawson with this 4 beginning to press on from Economic Editor. Whatdeawant didn't put in his best jumper 3 from home. Harjo is still working wider on the course. Eagles Rock and Somerville Boy all still back there in contention at 2 out. Whatdeawant, Harjo, these 2 still leaders from Eagles Rock the inside. Now Somerville Boy is asked for a little bit more. Whatdeawant made that race move as this point of the circular go has jumped to the lead over the final fence. Harjo is to the near side, whose credit is sticking on very gamely, but Whatdeawant is moving away from Harjo, who is beginning just to come back running close home. Harjo is coming at Whatdeawant, but Whatdeawant gets in. Whatdeawant beat Harjo, then tied in behind, maybe just the Eagles Rock over Somerville Boy.